Lux Realty Lounge is produced by Gabriella DeAngelis. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the podcast author or individuals participating in the podcast and do not represent the views or positions of any entities they represent. Coldwell Banker Realty is owned by a subsidiary of Anywhere Advisories, LLC. Coldwell Banker is a registered service mark owned by Coldwell Banker Real Estate, LLC.
Welcome to the ultimate guide to real estate, where we explore the exciting world of real estate through the eyes of seasoned agents and industry experts. Whether you're buying, selling, or interested in joining the profession, my podcast is your go-to source. The Lux Realty Lounge podcast is enhanced by the beautiful backdrop of our media room, professionally staged by EyeForDesign. They create a visually pleasing atmosphere for our guests and listeners, but that's not all. Each episode features diverse guests, including agents, industry professionals, and clients with unique experiences. I believe in providing a well-rounded view of the industry, so join us every other week for enlightening discussions, practical advice, and inspiration. This is your key to unlocking the secrets of success in real estate. Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Lux Realty Lounge. I'm your host, Gabriella, and today we're diving into a topic that I think a lot of people want to know. I've gotten so many DMs, I've gotten so many TikTok messages, especially after going viral, like I'm famous now, so just kidding. But if you want to go listen to my episode all about that, then go over to my personal podcast, which is Keeping It Realty. But anyway, the topic that we're talking about today is something that gets overlooked, and it's so incredibly important. Because I think a lot of people see social media and they look at real estate as something that's so fun and exciting all the time and just always sunshine and rainbows, and that's just not the case. I'm gonna have my assistant, who is like also my friend, who I graduated high school with and went to school together, who is newly into real estate, come on next week and talk about it. But real estate is a career that seriously can easily take over your life, and it's not like your typical 9-to-5 job. Obviously, you are constantly on the move. You're meeting clients, you're showing properties, you're handling the paperwork, your demands can just be relentless, and the pressure to close deals is extremely overwhelming. Many people see the glamorous side of real estate and successful deals and happy clients and putting balloons in the houses and flexible hours, but behind the scenes, it can seriously be a whole different story. I have a lot of clients recently in the last few months that are going through a divorce, and they're struggling with a lot of personal problems. And one case where they don't have family here and they are leaving their family and, going through something that's really hard, and you are their go-to person. And I think that a lot of people don't see the side of real estate where you are literally like a therapist and you're somebody's best friend. And I love that part in building the relationship, but it's hard and nobody sees that side of it. It can be extremely long hours, weekends, holidays. The expectations to be available around the clock can seriously take a toll on your personal life. I got a text last night from a client at like 2 a.m, asking me to schedule a showing. And that doesn't bother me at all because I'm always awake, but to some people it would. And if you are going out on a Friday night and your client wants to see a house, like you feel obligated to go and do that right away. And I don't think anybody would understand that unless you're actually in the business, like just always being on your phone, always having your phone in front of your face. Like I'm seriously really bad at responding to like texts that aren't people in real estate because I feel like I'm always just on my phone 24/7 answering calls. Just in the last 2 hours, I've probably been on 11 different phone calls. And as you can literally hear my computer blowing up, but whatever. Anyway, I just think one of the major issues that I want to talk about is the major impact on relationships being in the real estate industry can have. The stress and the time commitment that it can strain on marriages and on friendships and on relationships. And it's due to the demanding nature of the job, I would say. And balancing work and family life just becomes a juggling act that many people struggle to manage, including myself. Okay, so before we dive into the challenges of becoming a real estate agent and being a real estate agent, I want to say one thing, and that is that this has nothing to do with my job. I love my job. I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. I literally can't imagine doing anything else. The reason I'm making this is because this job is not for everybody. So let's get into it. Okay, let's just get into what people think real estate is. So many people think all we do is sell $1 million houses and drive nice cars and luxury vehicles and then go on vacations and then whatever. And while that is a reality for some realtors, I will say, most agents live an entirely different, much harsher world. And the truth is that being a real estate agent is probably one of the hardest jobs out there. And I'm going to explain why. But here are just a few reasons on what makes this job so challenging. Obviously, number one, compensation and it being commission-based. Obviously, your income is entirely dependent on your ability to close deals. And if that idea alone wasn't enough to express like the amount of pressure that realtors are often under, there is also the added uncertainty of an always changing market. And you have to adapt to new trends and less than ideal market conditions and creating new strategies to appeal to clients and changing mindsets and so much more. So if you don't have people that want to trust you and, use you to sell their home or buy a new home, think about getting a paycheck, which yes, we make good money, but there is so much that you don't realize that you pay for once you're in the business, that you also pay, like you have to take out money for your taxes and you have to pay all your real estate dues and you have to pay for your E&O insurance. And there are just so many things that come into play once you really get into the business that you don't see online and everything like that. One of the best things about being a realtor is the fact that you don't have to answer to anybody and you're your own boss and you decide what you do and when you do it, and it's how it's all done. But every other realtor is out there doing that exact same thing. And with all of these people targeting the same market as you, it's no understatement to say that it's a competitive market. And the idea of having to stand out from the constantly growing crowd can take a toll on your mental health if you're not prepared for it. I think that as a realtor, you're not looking at the usual Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 schedule that so many people live by. And if you're looking to get ahead in the industry at all, your hours are from the time you wake up until the time that your phone stops going off. And guess what? Your phone doesn't stop going off. Your schedule is entirely at the mercy of the state of the market along with your clients. And that means that you need to be ready to sacrifice evenings, weekends, and occasional plans to, suit your clients' schedules. The road to success is filled with missed free time. I think that it's crucial to recognize when you need a break, and burnout is so real, and burnout is so real in real estate especially, and it can just have serious consequences on your career, not only yourself but your career, because you get so worked up about like being stressed out about certain things and certain deals. And there's just so much to real estate that I wish people saw before getting into it and paying for the time and the investment that you do to get your license. And I think that Selling Sunset and those TV shows, which I literally love and I'm obsessed with and I've probably watched 100 times. That girl's dress is so cute. But anyway, nobody sees the other side of it, and it's hard. I need to get better at managing my time, and I'm going to go buy a new calendar from Target because it's July and all the new calendars are coming out, and to buy a closing gift for my client tomorrow because I'm so excited. Have a listing that is sitting on the market for too long? A price reduction isn't always the best answer. Home staging can help buyers visualize themselves in the home, no imagination necessary. It's almost always less than a price reduction, and it's proven to help homes sell faster, 25% faster on average. Our studio here is staged by EyeForDesign Home Staging, and I can't say enough great things about what they do. Their number is 513-916-0500, and their owner, Megan, would love to help you get your property under contract. So I made a detailed list of what no one tells you about working in real estate. And here is what I have to say. Yes, the highs are amazingly high. The benefits of this career are undeniable. You get to make your own schedule, potentially make a lot of money, meet great people, and become a well-known figure in your community. However, staying top of mind isn't always easy. I think a lot of people think that you get leads and clients just thrown to you. Like, you have to make people be able to want to work with you and be able to trust you to help them buy or sell a home. The lows can be incredibly low. And starting out, it can be so tough when no one takes your call or when business is slow and you have no clients, and the fear and the self-doubt can be extremely overwhelming. But your job isn't just about selling houses. It's also about selling yourself as a trusted advisor. It can be really lonely. Open houses, driving around, late nights just make you feel really isolated. And these are just things that I've randomly wrote down when I was thinking about doing this episode. The business is also very cutthroat. Making your own schedule sounds great, but without good time management and boundaries, you're going to find yourself working more hours than any job you would ever do. And I mean that that's probably the most important one. People say, oh, you make your own schedule, and that's great. But you end up working all day and night. Anyway, many people think that real estate agents make a ton of money easily, and the reality is that sometimes it takes losing yourself over and over and over again, working 24/7, losing your friends, losing relationships, and literally putting so much time and effort into something to where there are going to be days where you feel like you are not getting any bit of it out. But it takes time, and I get asked all the time, what do I do every day? Like, what's my day to day? And like, how did you get to be where you are? And it's because when I got my real estate license, I literally lost all my friends. And so I had no choice. Like, I didn't have anything to do. So all I did was work. And, I mean, I'm very grateful that I am where I am, but it wasn't easy. There were so many days where I contemplated literally quitting and going back and working at Amazon. And if you've heard one of my episodes, you know that Amazon is the last place I ever see myself walking into again. It gives me anxiety just thinking about walking into like the doors and the smell of Amazon. Like, I just vividly will never forget. But anyway, building your own business, which as a real estate agent, you own your own business, and it means you're responsible for literally everything, and there is so much about it that you won't know until you're in the business. And when it comes to real estate school, really quickly, I just have to say that real estate school is just like any other school. You're not going to really use that much what you're learning in the school and what is on the test to your day-to-day job. The training and how to become a real estate agent and a good real estate agent is literally all once you are licensed and you affiliate with a brokerage, and your training starts there. Effective marketing isn't about putting your face everywhere. Like, their marketing is such a big part of real estate as well. And that is something that is extremely important that nobody also talks about. But I will say, despite all the challenges, the rewards of a career in real estate are immense. And helping your clients find their dream home, or helping them sell their home to go be with their family, like whatever it may be, it is so fulfilling. And I can't see myself doing any other job whatsoever, but it comes with a lot of things that people don't talk about. I can't even explain it, and honestly, I think that is about it. Guys, I love you, and I'm back and better than ever. So stay tuned for next week's episode. That's actually already recorded. I just have to schedule it to be posted, and it's edited. So I promise you, you're getting one next week. Okay? All right. Love you. Bye.